you like my watermelon tent?
Yeah.
It's your best friend Anastasia with
Durianrider.
Nice. We're just enjoying the scenery at the Woodstock Food Festival. So, enjoying yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's that you're enjoying?
A Crenshaw melon. I don't get to have these in Australia, so when I'm in the US, I try and make it up.
Yeah, definitely.
They're good.
So, you were actually the biggest factor for me turning over to the raw lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
I found David Wolf, and then it just he was full of BS, and I found that out pretty quickly. And you know, your videos definitely very inspired me very much. But not everybody knows who you are. Do you mind telling us like about your story and how you found out about it? I know you interned with Doug Graham, I think. And who is Doug Graham? What is this?
I've been vegan for 11 years now, and I got to raw foods lifestyle back in 2002 after reading a book by Paul Neeson it's called The Raw Life. And the raw food lifestyle made sense to me, but I'd always struggled to eat enough food because I thought that if you're more spiritual, you don't need to eat as much and blah blah blah. So I always struggled and always go back to vegan fare, which is fine, but I feel better eating the fruits. So especially as a staple. And I just got more into raw foods, did more reading and stuff like that, and learned about Doug Graham. Who's Doug Graham? He's the author of the 80-10-10 diet, which is got a bit of a cult following on the internet there.
That's a must-read, right?
Yeah. If you're into raw foods,
yeah,
you've got to read 80-10-10 a few times at least,
yeah,
and understand the principles and the fundamentals in that book, because that's going to allow you to achieve your goals a heck of a lot easier, and it's going to fast-track you on the raw food success lifestyle, definitely. So it's not a fad diet, it's not a gimmick, it's nature's design, and it can be challenging doing it in today's world, which is really easier to get a Snickers bar than a ripe organic banana. So it's definitely a book that helps you get the information you need, and then you can forge a template in your own lifestyle to help you achieve the results you're looking for, be it weight loss, health, feel more vital, get off drugs, whatever. Definitely a lifestyle to consider.
Awesome. Were you always athletic, or?
No, I always appreciated athletics, and I always wanted to be athletic, but as a kid I was always very sick, and so I was always the sickly kid on sports day. So that's why I'm so evangelical that if I can transform into a super fit person from a super unfit person, then anybody can, definitely.
Yeah. How do you inspire? I know obviously what you do, but so you're a cyclist. I mean, I love cycling as well. So, but you're a great cyclist, right?
Oh yeah,
spectacular.
I'm pretty
cyclist.
good. I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm not going to win the Tour de France, etc. But definitely, I train in Tour de France cyclist, and I don't do any drugs, and I'm putting out some good wattages per kilo on the bike. But most importantly, that I'm having fun. And if you're not, it's one thing to be very fit, but if you're not having fun being very fit, then you're missing out big time. Definitely.
I'm just looking at this the water, and
magic.
Yeah, there was it was just so much fun. Like Doug says that like life is sport, and it's so true. We're all like frolicking in the water, having a bunch of just splashing at each other.
Yeah.
And it's like we're being active. It's like so natural.
It's just play.
Yeah.
There's no time for exercise because you're too busy playing. We just did a 10-kilometre jog in the hills around the lake, and we were just laughing a lot and pranking each other and just talking and discussing and some serious conversation, some not so serious conversation, but it was socialising. And it was a 10-kilometre run, which is healthy. It's good for your body to move. So I don't promote exercise, but I do promote a life of adventure and activity with passion and fun. Because when you make something fun, you take care of motivation.
Definitely. What do you think positive mindset has? Like, where does it fit in? I think you have a tattoo on one of your hands.
I've got a tattoo here. That's the eagle claw. PMAR, positive mental attitude regardless.
Nice.
So for me, it's about looking after your basic fundamentals, be it sleep, water, sugar, and then if you've still got a bit of a negativity going on there, shift your perception of what's going on. Go, well, what am I grateful for? Am I being a bit of a prima donna, drama king or drama queen? Like, what's going on here? So definitely PMAR for me, positive mental attitude regardless. It doesn't mean I'm going to be grandiose or unrealistic, but it means I'm going to be realistic and just be grateful. Attitude of gratitude, definitely, I'm a big fan of. And we live in such an abundant life. I mean, the biggest challenge tonight is I have to wait a few minutes to stand in line for amazing food. Maybe 3 minutes now because the line's gone down.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome.
What are some of your goals going forward? You know, what would you like to see? Like maybe, I know you didn't organize the Woodstock Food Festival, but like not only with your athletics, but also just in life in general.
Just to get the vegan message out there more, the fruit message, the raw foods message, the fitness message, the cycling message, get it out there more and more and more. And I've committed my life to do that. Nothing gives me greater joy than helping others help themselves get fit and healthy, and at the same time we help the animals on the planet. Nothing gives me greater joy than that.
Nice. It sounds pretty good.
It's fun.
Yeah, it is fun.
It can be a challenge sometimes, but it's all, you know, life's a challenge. You know, life's a challenge. It's a fun challenge.
With somebody who's struggling with, you know, I know that you advise people when they're having difficulties, like getting enough calories, to, if they're going to slip, instead of slipping into like chocolate or like, you know, some just crap, grease, and slip in a grease puddle, to like fall back on. I mean, like, what would you advise that they fall back on?
I'd say that fall back on high carbohydrate plant foods, being rice, beans, corn, barley, quinoa, amaranth, oats, things like that, or things like dates or odwalla, mango, tango, fruit juice, things like that. High carb, low fat, vegan foods versus heavy nuts or greasy stuff. I mean, you can have that occasionally, the greasy plant foods, but the less you eat it, the better you're going to feel. So instead of going full swing back to animal products or the standard American diet, paleo diet, Atkins, Fatkins diet, get enough calories from your favourite plant food carbohydrates, fruit being number one, starches being number two, starches being tubers, roots, vegetables, things like that, potatoes, yams, sweet potatoes, things like that. So look up Dr. McDougall, what he does, and Dr. Esselstyn, Dr. Neil Bernard, high carb, low fat, vegan for the win, but fruit is going to be the best bet. But have the backup plan, definitely. Backup plan, essential. Otherwise, you're jumping out the plane with one parachute. When the parachute fails, you don't have a backup parachute, you're dead. So have the backup parachute always.
Definitely. And then it gets rid of the mindset of like, you know, all or nothing, perfection, failure, worthless if you don't do it. So.
I've got plenty of friends who are morbidly obese, raw foodists, because when they're not doing raw food, they're doing steak and chicken and deep fried stuff. So always have standards and have a backup plan.
What's your opinion on beans? Because this time last year, I was stuck on beans, and it took the Woodstock Food Festival to help me get off of it.
It's more what people put on the beans. Generally, it's a lot of salt, so that can add water retention.
That's true.
Or it can be a lot of fat, a lot of grease. People fry the beans up, so that's a lot of fat. But cooked beans, I mean, I've had plenty of cooked beans. I think they're great, but they don't come close to fruit. So I'd say, yeah, if you have some, you know, cooked beans now and then, it's not going to be an issue, definitely. No one got fat from eating beans, but it's more what they have with it. It's maybe the sour cream or the cheese or the excess vegetable oils.
This is a bit of a random question as well. I was talking with a triathlete up at the top after a lecture, and he doesn't shave his legs, and obviously you do. You have quite nice legs, and then you shave them.
Yeah.
But what is your? I mean, why would you versus why would you not for like a triathlon?
It's when I'm doing my transvestite shows. When you get, I like to get a lot of massage. I like to get a lot of massage and wear Freelee's dresses, but massage is the main reason.
Yeah.
But
well, I was saying like if you fall off the bike and you get hair into the injury.
That's a small one. Massage, and probably just to look the cyclist part. It might be another reason because everyone else does it. But for me, it's massage. I like to get a lot of massage, and when you've got hairy legs, it's just harder to massage. It hurts more. But you don't have to shave your legs if you don't want to.
Oh, don't say that. I love when guys shave their legs. Anyway, so cool. Well, thank you so much.
No worries. Cool. Okay. It's good having a good time at Woodstock Fruit Festival 2012.
Definitely.
Thanks, Anastasia.
Definitely. Okay.